Children of the late engineer John Dairo is buried their father and patriarch in his hometown in Ilorin, Kwara State. The family paid their last respect to the late mechanical engineer who died at the age of 85 and was described as a disciplinarian who was trustworthy by family, friends and neighbors. He was a retired general manager of Water Corporation in Ilorin before his demise.
Born 85 years ago, the late engineer John Dairo, who was the Babalaje of Ipee in Oyun local government area of Kwara State, retired as the general manager of the Water Corporation Ilorin. He was the patriarch of the Dairo family and will forever remain in the hearts of his loved ones, who gather to pay their last respects and rites with a series of events starting with a service of songs at the Calvary Baptist Church, Akombi, Ilorin. Leading the service were tributes from close family members and neighbors of the late engineer. Those who did not share his faith also attest to how accommodating and how generous he was to everyone during his lifetime, as his was a life of impact.
He was loving, caring, and kind. And he cared for both his children and grandchildren.
Yes, all he could hear, and he had the wall. The soup was raw, and rich and was together. The soup, my mouth shall speak of wisdom, and the meditation of my heart shall be of understanding.
He was an inspiration and mentor to many youths. He played a key role in the construction of the Ipee Ajotan Hall, and was instrumental to bringing water from Oyun Dam to Ipee.
The officiating minister admonished Christians to always be prepared for death as it could occur unexpectedly.
No matter how we've been striving in life, if we can't make it home with Jesus, then all our labor in this world are wasted. Therefore, I bring this admonition and a charge tonight, that as you journey in life, remember to ensure that you make it home with Jesus.
The commendation service followed with songs of praise offered in thanks to God for the life of the late patriarch. More tributes rolled in from children and family members who were full of admiration for the man who most termed a benefactor to his children and extended families.
You see, Daddy has left a legacy which anybody cannot compare with. I don't understand. Now, You see, what he did in our home is a lot, in our Rose compound. So he has been there for us.
Chief Dairo is a statesman. He's an elderly man that we all respect, even when we are growing up. My father gave him the chieftain's title, Babalaji of Ipee land. You know, before a king will give you a chieftain's title, you must be a responsible somebody to the community. So they are the headers that the community looks upon. Whenever there is issues, they call them and they are ready to assist the community.
The procession in his honor begins. It moved to Dairo compound in Ipee Onyu local government area of Kwara State, where he was briefly laid in state at the family compound. Children and family members, together with well-wishers, sang and danced around town. The final lap of the farewell ceremony began. The highly anticipated funeral service was held at the First Baptist Church, Ipee. In attendance are children, grandchildren, and members of the community.
A devoted family man, he was married to Miss Rita Eniyang Dairo, who remained his best friend for over 50 years of their marriage and stayed together until his passing. He was blessed with 9 well-disciplined children whom he raised with love and dedication. He prioritized their education and well-being, ensuring they received the best training possible, spending quality time with family and was one of his greatest joys, and he remained actively involved in their lives.
In the message, Christians are admonished to live for Christ, which he added will determine what will be their end, emphasizing the importance of life after death.
There are many things to live for, and that is why the question is so important. What are you living for? And what you are living for will determine how you live your life. What you are living for will equally determine what you are willing to die for. And what you are living for will equally determine what you will be remembered for when you are gone.
Sons of the late patriarch were later inducted to the Ajinrere Club, which their father belonged to while alive. They were encouraged to continue in the footsteps of winning souls for Christ.
By the authority conferred on me as the pastor of this church, you are recognized as a bona fide member of Ajinrere Society. In the name of God the Father, in the name of God the Son, and in the name of God the Holy Spirit, you are welcome to Ajinrere Society.
He's a very soft man, but very hard when it comes to discipline issues. For each time we stray away, hearing his voice around will put you back in check.
There's something we used to say amongst ourselves, we say tough love, gangster love. He's still disciplined, but beyond being firm in discipline, he also was very clear the way he expresses his ideas, the way he expresses the lessons he wants you to learn. He was always very, very clear. That's one thing about him.
I grew up loving him for his discipline and love and kindness to us, his children. To Daddy, education is the key. And he never played with any of our education.
As the funeral service came to an end, family members and close associates gathered for the interment. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust, they performed the last show of respect for the dearly departed. Merrymaking commenced afterwards at the town hall, with people from across the globe joining in the celebration of the life well spent. Aided by the music, the atmosphere is warm as family members took to the dance floor in response to the music provided by Tunde Havila and the Harvey Band. Late engineer John Dairo is survived by a wife, Mrs. Rita Dairo, and 9 children. Goodbyes are not forever, as memories of beloved ones remain in the hearts of those they've touched. May the late patriarch continuously rest in the bosom of God Almighty.